Goran,
Anji.
do you remember the contract that I drew up for my wedding that my wife had to sign?
It was one of the best things you've ever produced.
Subconsciously, she has abided by one of the clauses without realizing. Anji.
Anji.
Welcome to the playoffs, baby.
Oh yeah. I think welcome to the player.
So I have a copy of the contract here.
Go on.
I dug it out earlier on. And what I found was I put a stipulation there about the All-Star game. Saying...
To people who don't know, what is the All-Star game?
So the All-Star game is when the best players in the NBA are selected by the fans and they will pick and choose who goes into a pool of players that will qualify for the All-Star game. Now, the format's changed a little bit over the years. Recently, there's 2 team captains and they pick and choose who they want on their team as if it's a basketball game in a park, which is really cool. But it used to be fans would pick from each coast because teams play on the East Coast and West Coast of America. Yeah. You've got 15 players in the East, 15 players in the West. It used to be the East Coast versus West Coast. Now it's team captains and you can pick players from both sides of the coast depending on what you want. So they've modernized it a little bit. Now, in this contract, I wrote, on every annual NBA All-Star game, which for great certainty is held on a Sunday every year, the wife must book a day off of work on the Monday after every such NBA All-Star game and stay up and watch the game with Indy.
Absolutely.
Now, I got Sanj into basketball.
You did.
So we woke up at 5:30 in the morning to watch the Lakers game very recently that happened.
Which is not the All-Star game.
No, which is just a playoff game in general.
Yeah.
We woke up for the second half of the game because a basketball game can last up to 2.5, 3 hours. So we would have had to wake up.
The playing time is not...
No,
Yeah.
because we would have had to have awoken at 3:30 in the morning. Instead, we woke up at 5:30, caught like the embers of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, which is good. The game was pretty much a landslide win for the Lakers, but I was like, wicked, I'm glad we got to do it.
Nice.
Then we went back to bed about 6:15.
This is on a weekend or...
This is on a Saturday morning.
Oh, that's a good day to do it then.
Yeah.
You can do it,
Yeah, it just worked out on that day. I'm not going to do that on a school day. No.
School
No,
day?
काम नहीं करना school
ਏਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ।
No, I don't do that. ਏਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਏਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ।
खिंच के...
Right? That's what I'm saying. See, subconsciously you can get, if you get her on board with things, puppet master.
Okay, you need to be very careful what you're saying here. You're talking
Puppet
about how
master.
to
If you get her on board with
you're talking
things,
about wife manipulation.
naturally she will
Naturally.
start going in that direction. Naturally,
Okay.
potentially.
So
Yeah. See?
you're talking about manipulation here.
So I'm saying,
Advanced level NLP. Yeah, what are you saying? We need to clarify this. What
I'm
are
not
you
saying anything.
I'm-
All I'm saying is
I'm
subconsciously.
making observation.
Subconsciously, maybe Sandra's actually abided by some of these clauses without realizing. She hasn't actually read the contract in a while. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what else I can do. Some of these are really, really outlandish.
Eye contact. That's the one.
I can read the eye contact one out now, actually. Where is it? Hang
Eye
on.
contact and hand holding. That's the best.
Let me find the exact one, the exact phrasing. Right. Indy must take the wife out.
The wife.
Yeah, the wife out on one date night per month, every month, during which the parties will have a dine-out meal, make direct eye contact with the other, and maybe, brackets, if Indy decides, hold hands.
And if... Say the last bit again. So beautiful. The wedding. And maybe...
Make direct eye contact
Anji.
with one another, and maybe,
And maybe.
brackets, if Indy so decides,
If in
close brackets,
Power. So much power.
hold hands.
Oh yeah, baby.
That's it.
ਮੁੰਡਿਓ ਸਿੱਖ ਲਓ ਆਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਉਸਤਾਦ
Yes.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁੜੀ ਫਸਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛ ਲਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ
Yes,
ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ
that's it,
ਭਾਜੀ
boss.
ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਵਿਆਹ ਦਾ
Boss.
ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਭੇਜ ਦਿਓ ਸਾਨੂੰ
Some of the things that I have written in here is quite outlandish. So I said, if Indy loses his hair, brackets, which both parties acknowledge and agree is looking very possible, close brackets, the wife will donate her hair to Indy so that Indy can look just as great as the wife. The parties agree that glam is everything after all.
glamour.
Glam is everything
Glam.
after all. Okay?
Although your cousin obviously made the contract,
Yes.
you obviously gave her these points, didn't you?
Yes,
So
I
you
did. I gave her some rough points and she started working with it. I said, like,
good.
I started saying
Hair.
stupid things. I said, put this in, put this in, put this in. She's like, yeah, done.
Nice.
She wrote it all in.
That's pretty amazing.
What other stupid shit have I got in there? Hang on.
Yeah.
If, yeah, so me and Sanj we used to share a Spotify account
Right.
because we were too tight to get like a proper one.
This is a family account now. 6 users.
Yeah, at the moment it's 2 users now. It's a duo account.
Okay.
But it used to be a single account.
Right.
And because Rogan moved over to Spotify, I wanted to listen to Spotify just so I could listen to Rogan ad free.
Got it.
Not relatively ad free anyway. He does run a few ads, but not as many as he probably should. So she'd have to message me like, "Can you give me Spotify access? Can I have Spotify access?" Like,
Get off.
it got a bit silly. So it said here, if at any time during the marriage Indy requires Spotify access, the wife will surrender and pass over the Spotify account for Indy to use, regardless of the time and place.
Yeah, I think if you would publish this now, this whole hashtag about toxic masculinity. I think Tate would pick this up and be like, this guy,
He
This
knew what
guy-
he was doing.
top G.
Yeah, I just
Top
never got her
G
to sign
right
it,
here.
that's all.
Huh?
Never got to sign it. Here's another one that she has done.
Yeah, go on.
The wife must wear her Jordans outdoors in view of the public at least once per year.
Oh, mate.
The wife acknowledges and agrees that Indy will not tolerate Jordans being kept hidden in a box and forever unworn, as this would be a travesty.
She's definitely, I mean,
And you saw today, she was wearing the trainers.
Beata bhi paya.
See?
I mean, that's how many brides do that?
Barely any.
She acknowledged you on your biggest day
See?
by wearing
That's
Jordans.
what I'm saying. And I got them for her as well. See?
Mate, you're a mind control expert, you are. Blaine's got nothing on you, man. Tu ta David Blaine. Tu
David
ta-
Blaine, हाँ
tu
उनको कुछ नहीं
ta
पता.
Ustad hai tu.
DM us, David. DM us. I will give you all the tips. Right.
Acha,
So the marriage contract, good times, man. Good times. I'm very proud of that.
I'm very
Just for
proud.
reference, she didn't sign it. Her dad got a bit angry afterwards.
Understatement.
He got very angry afterwards.
ਇਸ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੂੰ ਵਿਆਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ
Yeah.
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਰੋਕਾ ਤੇ ਲੇਟ ਆਈ ਸੀ
Yeah. Who is this boy that shown up to the house, asked you to sign this contract? Dad said, you're not signing anything.
ਇਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ
And Sandra said, Dad, calm down. It's a joke.
ਇਹਦਾ
It's a joke.
ਹੱਕ ਕੀ ਹੈ
Yeah. What's hak kia?
right
Oh my God.
You're like there was a song that was really big a few years ago Ranbir Kapoor film Rockstar ਇੱਥੇ ਰੱਖ ਸਾਡਾ ਹੱਕ ਇੱਥੇ ਰੱਖ you get it ਸਾਡਾ ਹੱਕ this is our right ਇੱਥੇ ਰੱਖ put it here
Wow.
it's very powerful in the song
Yeah, it sounds
I'm not giving it
yeah,
justice
yeah,
but
yeah, good.
yeah ਇਹਦਾ
I'm glad you acknowledged that.
ਇਹਦਾ
Yeah.
ਹੱਕ ਕੀ ਹੈ wow yeah I think maybe you should have did you say it was a joke though
So I kept teasing Sanj in the run up to the Roka
no
slash
but
everything.
that's but Sanji was a joke I
No,
mean
on the
the actual
day-
event yeah
On the day, I made it look like a legitimate contract. It had her name, address, date of birth, age, had to be dated.
I love so if
All this
if
shit.
you're Sanjay's dad
So Sanj
he's
is sitting
watched-
there thinking, how did you get my address? How did you get this? How did you get that?
But Sanj still is like, okay, whatever. But I can just imagine Sanjay's dad watching this happen, like, Lloyd and Lloyd and Will. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
No, completely blindsided him
Yeah.
with his contract. I said to you earlier, you should have done that one. Haha, joking. And then, here's the prenuptials.
Yeah, here's the actual prenuptials
I'll
you
have to
should
see sign.
Yeah, thank you. That'd be really great.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching our clips. Check out the rest of the episode. Click here. And to subscribe, click here. We'll see you guys in the next one.